Good day, shadow hunters, light warriors, emissaries of light, way showers, whatever you choose to describe yourself as. If you're watching this, that means you're awake. And if you're awake, that means you were chosen. And I know that because I was chosen. And there are millions of us that were chosen. You're not any further behind or further ahead than anyone else. And we're all doing exactly what we need to do to try and help bring Earth into a new light where before everything was just dark. This video is to share a recent experience that I had. And for me, I describe that experience as the most wonderful, horribly awful experience of my entire life. And I would never change a single thing about this experience or any past experience now as a result of what I learned. I'm going to be doing multiple videos because I've been offline for quite a while now, and that's okay. You know what, every now and again, if you need to take a break, do what's best for you. Do what resonates for you, and do what you trust from inside you. Don't ever do anything that someone else tells you based on their knowledge and their belief. Their truth is not your truth, but the facts of the matter are indisputable. And there's always cross-pollinating facts in any truth discussion. I don't even like debate. So anyways, I'm gonna get right into it here. On November the 15th, I set out on an adventure with my brother Michael. And we were both very excited, positively charged, and headed for the unknown. Neither one of us knew what was going to happen, but my brother Michael was on a mission, and I felt it important that I go and support him on his mission because I think that what he was trying to learn is important for the betterment of all. And I'm certain brother Michael learned an immense amount of knowledge, as did I. Although partway into our adventure, my adventure changed into a journey. And journeys are taken by yourself, solo, whereas adventures are meant to be shared. Our adventure led us to meet a sister that we communicated with and shared this knowledge for me for a year. And I think Michael knew this sister for maybe 6 months or a year before that. I'm not sure what the time frame is. Brother Michael and this beautiful sister would know better. But anyways, before I get right into it, I want to give a special shout out to my brother Michael Thomas of the House of the Kaminsky family for the opportunity to take this adventure with him, because it opened doors for both of us. And it also allowed us to meet our sister, Robin, Lisa, of the House of the Cabral family. And Robin, what a beautiful spirit, what a beautiful soul. I truly feel grateful that I was able to see you in the flesh. It's always different when you encounter beings through the screen. You don't have quite that same energy connection that you do face to face, shoulder to shoulder, or belly to belly. And I think that's very, very important. But anyways, I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to jump right into it. When our adventure changed to a solo journey for me, I can only speak on my part of the journey, and maybe Brother Michael will do a video to share his part of the experience, because Brother Michael and Sister Robin have a lot of knowledge to bring to the table on how to stop these evil psycorps. They are truly psychopathic corporations that have zero care for anything or anyone natural creation. It's all about greed, profit, and taking advantage of good men and women through their pain and suffering. And that's where I really learned. So to get right to it, I was able to, in a matter of a 7-day period, learn about the United States Department of Homeland Securities, the Canada Customs and Border Protection Services agencies, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, the Provost Transfer, the Regina Provincial Correctional Centre Remand Unit, the Regina Policy Enforcement Services holding cells, their tombs, and I even went back to the Regina Provincial Correctional Centre for another short mission. And then from there, I was able to gain access to the Regina Public Courthouse on 1815 Smith Street. And I'm 49 years old, and I've never been in the system like that. I didn't know what was going on, but I asked God to give me strength, and He gave me challenges. I asked Him to make me wise, and He gave me lessons. I asked God to give me courage, and He provided me tests. I also asked God for patience, and He gave me COVID. Not COVID like I had COVID, because, well, I'll keep my private opinions respecting that to myself. But throughout all of this, it was very, very amazing to me on how this is just a matter of modern day Pinkerton agency slave catchers. And the worst part is the beings doing all the work for these agencies are slaves as well. And they just don't know. They get treated so well up at the big house that they really truly think that they are different than you and I out in the fields, out in the trenches, in the row houses, in the barracks, picking up the scraps of whatever the big house doesn't take. And I gained a very valuable insight to how the system works, where it is broken, some of the pinholes, and I was even able to discover some of the things that these fiduciary agents operating as justice of the peace, magistrates, judges, how they operate, how they think, and what they truly believe, which is important because know thine enemy, right? And even though these people in these systems and branches and different factions of this military-industrial complex for the Pinkerton Agency, which is just modern-day Ashkenazis. You know, these are Nazis that set up in every single facet of our real world to create an illusion that some foreign secret society holds power over good men and women who've done nothing wrong. They've trespassed no one. They get trapped up in these systems and branches and factions through manufactured crimes and victimless crimes, or sometimes even the victim of the crime, and they still have no relief or remedy. And that's why I continue to search, research, ponder. If we all apply critical thinking and genuine discernment to anything we want to learn, we will learn it. But knowledge is not power. You can have a head full of knowledge that does no purpose for our world until it's applied. So applied knowledge is the true power. And the only way to apply it is to go out into the world and try it. You know, if you're trying, at least you're doing something. If you're sitting on your sofa waiting for the Messiah to come and save you because you think that's an outside force, you missed it. The only thing that's going to save you is that knowing and remembering that comes from within. This is your free will and choice, your power, your dominion over earth, and you can either choose to ignore it, or you can stand and rise and take it back, like so many of us are doing. And there's a lot of beings today doing this. You know, I really did truly feel like a lone wolf years ago when I couldn't find other beings like me that wanted the truth, wanted the light. I and wanted the way forward. And now today I realize I am that truth. I am that light, and I am the way forward. One of them. And there are many lights. So, and I really got to say, I know I speak a lot about a very special being that entered my life a few years ago that forever altered the course of my own self-destiny. Because without that light, I wouldn't have stumbled. I don't want to say stumbled because I think that I was chosen for this path, but if it wasn't for that light that showed me the paths that I could take to learn what I wanted to learn, I would never have learned anything, and I would have stayed angry and miserable and hateful and just unhappy. So today I have a true peace and happiness inside me that only came with the knowledge that I learned by taking that first step, and then standing my ground with blind faith in my source, my creator, who shows me how truly important I am. And I don't like getting into disclosures because I think it makes people sound very weak and vain. You know, the pity card never looks good on anyone. So drop your pity card. You're not a victim. You're only a victim if you choose to be. And if you're a victim, then stay at home. Lay down on the floor, curl up in a fetal position on the living room floor, and do nothing. And you will never ever have your salvation. You will never have relief, and you will never have remedy. But if you choose to stand and rise into the power that you were given over this earth when you were born into it, you will succeed, but not without faith in yourself. So I'm going to be doing some more videos coming up here. There's a few specific topics that I think need a more broader discussion. And of course, there's a couple of videos that I really think are important, because right now in this spiritual war, there are many, many generals out there that call themselves gurus or ascended masters or that really missed it. They don't have a true grasp on what's going on, and it's too bad. But I think that if we all start sharing more of our opinions, we will reinstall morality over Earth instead of the conformity that we've had for the last centuries. Because conformity is doing what everybody else is doing, whether it's right or wrong, and morality is doing the right thing, no matter what everybody else is doing or who's looking. So question everything, trust no one until the end, except yourself. And because I trust myself and I trust my source, I know not only am I on the right path, I was chosen for this, I will be successful. And there's also a very valuable, lesson to be learned in acceptance. Accepting other people's opinions, beliefs, or even aid shows true humility in a man or woman today. And without humility, you won't learn patience, peace, kindness, unconditional love. And truly, unconditional love is what our world is missing. Never forget how truly important you are. I love you, Azar. I miss you every day, brother. Peace, love, and light, warriors. See you soon.